turn the microphones on, and then press that button, and we should be live. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us on this sunny Friday afternoon. The rain hasn't come in yet, but when it does, you'll hear it because the window's open. Welcome to a 3-player tutorial playthrough and review of the White Castle. So Pete and Dan are joining me this afternoon.
Hello.
Pete's played this 4 times.
Yeah.
I haven't played it at all. Dan hasn't played it at all. Pete's going to be doing the teach today, and then we're going to be doing a full 3-player game of it, and then at the end of it, we'll give our opinions. Now, mine and Dan's opinions will be based on our 1 play, but Pete, we're going to get you to summarise your thoughts on it after 5 games of it. This is not a sponsored video, so thank you very much to Devere Games and Thames and Cosmos UK for the copy of the game, but this is not a sponsored video. So thank you very much to all of my Patreon supporters for funding the channel. It's their financial support that make these videos possible, taking today off work basically to bring you this. And this is a game which was voted on 3rd on the list, I think. Yeah, so when I got back from Essen, I basically put a list up on my Patreon page of all of the new games that I've got and said, which ones do you want to see? And this got the 3rd most number of votes. The first one was Evacuation, which we did last Friday. The second one's Kunahora, which we're doing tonight. And this got the 3rd one. So if you are a Patreon supporter of mine at producer level or higher, that vote is still open. That thing that I did, it is still open. And I am kind of using that as a guidance on the order in which I cover the games. Right, that's it. So, yeah. Now, I've not read the rulebook at all, so we're trusting that Pete's got it correct. If you are watching this live and you spot something that we're getting wrong, please tell us. And if you're watching this back afterwards and you spot something that we get wrong, please leave me a comment and let me know. But other than that, over to Pete. He's got his pointy stick of power, so off you go.
Okay, well, the first thing we need to do is to roll each of those 3 sets of dice, and we've got the dice tray.
On the dice tray, so we're rolling all of the white ones.
All the white ones. And now put them on the bridge. We've got a white bridge at the bottom.
Yep.
And ordering them high to low. So high there.
The lowest one on that end.
Yeah.
Okay. This is part of the setup because you've done some of the other setups as well.
I've done pretty much all of it apart from that.
Right. Okay.
And I'll do the same with the others.
Do you want to run?
Do this bit. This is easy. This bit. And is this just a start of game thing, or are we going to do this again?
We'll do this 3 times. This is the first time.
Right.
And what you're going to be doing in your turn is you're going to be taking one of those dice, doing something with it, placing it on the board, and then taking the actions that come from that. You'll do that 3 times in the first turn. We then reset the dice, and there are some other things that happen as well in between turns. Then we'll reset the dice. Then we'll have turn 2.
Round. Is it turn or round?
Round. Then we have round 2, during which we each have 3 turns. So 3 turns each, 3 rounds. 9 turns in total.
Right.
And at the end of the 3rd round, we add up the scores.
And this is tracking the rounds?
Yes.
So you probably can't see this, but I'll show you. Devere do very good quality components, and they go a little bit overboard on the round marker. Bitoku had a really nice one as well.
Nice screen printed tree.
So Raina says only 4 dice per bridge in a 3-player game.
Oh, is that right?
There you go. Thank you very much for that. So shall I just take out
the middle one?
I'll take out the middle one.
Okay. Yeah, that's and there's a good reason for that, which is at the end of each round, there will be a total of 3 dice left, and there's a significant consequence about that,
right,
which we'll get onto in a minute.
Okay.
So what you do in your turn is you take a die. Now, if you take a die from this end, it's probably going to be higher than if you take a die from the other end. But there are incentives to taking the dice from the other end, as we'll find out in a moment. You take the die from this end and you place it on a space which has a die symbol. So this is the castle here. This is
these 6 spaces here. Okay.
Well, this is inside the castle. That's outside the castle.
Yeah.
And that's the well. And this is the gateway to the castle, the entrance way.
Right.
And wherever you can see a die like that, that means that that's a place where you can pick up and place down a die, and the action that you take will depend upon where you place that die. You've also, on your own player board, you'll also see that you've got dice symbols there.
Yeah.
And that means that you can place, now these ones are all grey, which means that any colour of dice can go in any one of these, but these ones are coloured, which means that only a coral is the word they've used to describe the colour. Coral.
Oh, that's coral.
Coral.
Right.
Yeah. Or black or white.
Yeah. Okay.
Can go in those spaces.
And the number?
The number. When you take a die and you put it there, you have to if you place a 6 on top of a 4 like that, you will receive the amount of coins that is the difference. So you will receive
these are the coins here.
Those are the coins.
Yep.
Those are 1s and 5s.
Yep.
So if I place a 6 there on a 4, I'm going to receive 2 coins.
Okay.
If I place a 1 on a 4, I've got to pay 3 coins.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Now, if somebody else comes along, now these dice spaces, these ones, the ones that have got the little frilly bit around the corners, these dice spaces, and somebody else can come along and put another die on top. So if somebody else puts any colour, if somebody else chooses to put, that was a 5 on top of there, then the number that they're looking at is the 1, not the 4.
Okay.
So if I put a 5 on top of there, I'm going to get 4 money for doing that, and as well as the actions that I get for placing the die on the.
So you replace the number that's on the board with the number that's on the dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
If you place a die, so that's what you're doing. Each turn, take a die, put it on the board, and you'll be doing some actions. Do that 3 times, rounds over, move on to the next round.
Yeah.
This track here tells us who is going to be the first player, or the player order rather, for that round. So let's just do this, just choose at random.
Raina says you can stack only a maximum of 2 dice.
Yeah.
Okay, so once one dice is on top of another,
Yes.
that's it.
The exception is here, where you can only have 1 die. You can't put another die on top of these on your own board. And down here, because there's an infinity sign, you can have as many dice in there, and they don't go on top of each other. The number that you compare with for money is always 1.
Right. Okay, got it. So green came out first.
Second is blue.
And are these being stacked?
Okay, so first, second, third, yes, they're stacked. And now we have herons, and these again are nicely produced wooden sculptures. And the heron track, so we put the green one there to show that green is the first player in the first round, followed by blue, and then red. And at the end of the first round, depending on how far we progress on the heron track, this is the heron track, you move along the heron track. Every time you get a heron, you move along the heron track.
Right.
And to get past there, it's going to cost you, and so on.
Oh, so to go past here costs one.
That's a daimyo's favour.
Daimyo's favour, not a grapefruit.
The fans are victory point markers. Okay. If you see a red fan marker, you get instant.
Where's red fan? Red fan.
Red fan marker icons.
Yeah.
You get immediate victory points, and otherwise gold ones.
Gold fan end of game.
End of game victory point scoring. So it's all
Adam
about.
is saying, just for those people watching, if you're playing a 2-player game, there is no stacking.
That's right.
All right,
there's no stacking, and there's various setup arrangements that are different.
Okay.
So what are we doing? We are rival families seeking to impress the daimyo, who's the local lord. He's got this very nice castle. You can still visit it. I've seen a photograph of it quite recently. It looks beautiful. Another reason for wanting to go to Japan. So you can go and see it now.
Is the castle by any chance? Is it blue?
I think it's I think it's kind of pale.
Okay.
Colour as
almost got no colour at all.
Almost no colour at all. So when you place a die, let's assume you're taking a die from this end. If you take this one, then that shuffles along. Now there should be somewhere some reminder cards. But I'll find those later. Which just
through.
Yeah, some player resource cards that
Oh,
just
got promo. Right. These?
Those are yes. That's it.
Okay.
So you want one of those each. So have a look at that because that reminds you what you're doing. And the top line tells you that in your turn you take a die.
Which side? Which side?
This side.
That side. Okay.
Yeah. So you're taking a die. That's what that means.
Yeah.
If you're taking it from this end, you just take the die and do nothing else. If you take it from that end, then what that symbol means is that you get a lantern.
That's this.
As well. Yes. So that the lantern.
But it has to be the one that's on
Yes.
the end.
Yes. So if you take the low numbered die from that end,
Yeah.
you're not going to only get to do an action with the die, but you're also going to get the lantern.
But you're probably going to have to pay for it.
Yeah, and at first the lantern isn't really that great, but you'll see as the game develops that that's going to be something you actually want to do.
Okay.
And then the next thing you do is you place the die. That's a reminder of that's showing you placing the die on the board.
Yep.
And then there's a little red X, which means you're paying money
Yeah.
if your die number is below the one below it. There's a black X, which means you receive money. Red
Yep.
always means you pay. Black always means you receive.
Got
That's iconography is consistent. And then after you've placed it and paid or received money, then if you've got a lantern from here,
Yeah.
then you do the lantern action.
Right. So there's no physical lantern piece
No.
that you gain. You just remember that if you've taken the die from the very end, you're going to get a lantern.
That's right. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And then you action the die.
Oh, then you do the action.
Then
right.
you do the
okay.
action. So it's just reminding you that you have to place the die, then you pay for it, and then you do the lantern, and then you action the dice.
Okay.
It's in that sequence.
Russ is in the chat. Hi, Russ. Thank you for joining in. He's asking if he can order burgers. Yeah. So apparently the White Castle is a popular American burger joint.
Is it?
Yeah.
That was the first thing that my friend who lived in America told me when I mentioned it.
We don't have them in the UK, although I did have a burger for lunch. So
Yeah, we have burgers.
we do. We have burgers. Yes. Okay.
So when you place your die, so let's just say that I was going to do that.
Yeah.
So that one shuffles along.
Yeah.
This one. So let's just say I put it here.
Yeah.
Gain 1 money.
I'm going to gain 1 money.
Yeah.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to action where there's a coral coloured die indicated there.
Right.
That means that I can action that.
Oh, so these
Icon.
cards. This is a card which you randomly placed on here.
Yes.
If you do the coral, if you place the coral dice, you get to do this.
Yes.
If you place the black dice, you get to use this.
That's right.
Okay.
If I place the coral there,
Yeah.
I get 2 money,
Yeah.
and then I get to do both of those.
Both of them.
Yes.
Right.
And these were randomly placed as well.
But they,
at the
it's
start
not
of
quite
it.
random.
Oh, okay.
Because you have to. First thing you do is you make sure that there's one of each colour. There's a setup thing anyway,
Right,
just to
okay.
make sure that you don't end up saturated with just one.
Okay. And if I was to place a white dice here,
You can't.
I can't place it.
No, because you can't action it.
Right.
You're not allowed to
So
place.
you're
a
not
die
allowed to place
in a
it
place
there.
where you
There is
can't
no
action
action.
it.
Okay, got it.
And the same would go for coral there. So if you put
Yeah.
the black one here, then you get to activate both of those.
James is telling us that it's pronounced daimyo.
Daimyo.
Not going to James. Anyway, I'll let you and James sort that out later
Okay,
on.
we'll throw our jackets on the floor outside and fight about it. Okay, I'm sure I'm wrong because I don't know anything about Japanese pronunciation. So, so basically that's it. That's what you do each turn.
Right.
And then the next person will place their die. So what do these things do? What do these icons mean?
Well, that's 2 herons.
That means you get 2 herons.
So we know that. You move up.
Advance on the heron track.
I'm going to assume it's if you move onto a space occupied by somebody else, you end up on top.
You go on top.
Okay.
But you don't change the player order until the end of the round.
Right, got it.
That's what the herons are for, to remind you.
Yeah, that is the
Each
actual
turn,
turn order.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So that's what that one
That's
does.
what that does, which is also
Also that one.
there.
This one, very, very obvious and easy. You get those resources, and you'll see on your player board.
Yeah, so we've got player boards, and this is tracking the food,
Yeah.
the iron, and the mother of pearl.
Yeah.
And this is how many you have.
That's right. And you can't have more than 7 of each of them. If you gain more than 7, you kind of bump against the top,
Right.
and they're wasted. You throw them overboard.
And it looks like there's end game points for
That's
having
right.
3 of each,
That's
or
right.
3 of one, and 2 points for having. Right, okay.
So that's how you get resources.
Yep.
And you can see here, you gain. Now this one is interesting because you get an iron,
And a lantern.
but also you get a lantern action.
But the lantern's already been done.
But when you see that action, you then get to do it again.
Right, got it.
And these daimyo's favor tokens, the great slices of orange.
That's the cousin of the daimyo, isn't it?
Daimyo. That's the. Apologise for that. I'm going to get it wrong all the time. So black means you gain one.
Gain one.
And you also there get a red fan, which is move
Which
your
is points.
victory point along.
Okay,
Yeah.
but that's spend one
Spend one
to
to do that.
take a photo of the castle at sunset.
Take a photo of the castle at sunset, which seems like a really good thing to do. We'll get onto that in a second. Very, very close to that. This is gain one money and do a well. Now, if you place your die here,
Yeah.
let's say I decide to do that. I'm going to put my 6 die here. Now I get 5 money from that.
Yeah.
I gain a favour token.
Yep.
And I gain an iron and a mother of pearl.
And right,
Yeah.
okay.
Now somebody else can come along
Yeah,
and put
so
any
that
die
just
on
goes
there.
here.
It's still the number to compare with is still 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is do the well action.
As well as gaining 1 money.
So the well action is just this bit. It's not because you're not placing a dice.
Yes.
Right.
Whenever you see an action that is also on the board,
It's just
you don't
that.
place a die. You just do the action.
Got it.
So if you had a choice of going there or there, you might decide, well, if you go there, you'll get 2 more money.
2 more
won't you?
money.
2 more money. Yeah, 1
One
more
more money. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see
Okay.
now also on your board, you have the space that's at the top for daimyo favor tokens.
Okay. So you can only have 5.
That's right. You're limited to 5. You can cash these in at any time. You can trade them in. It's a familiar game mechanic. 2 favors you can turn into any one piece of
These
resource,
things, yeah.
and 1 you can turn into 1 money.
Right. Okay.
Generally speaking, that's a bad trade-off, but you never know that you
Sometimes
might
you
get
need to.
that killer moment when you really need to do it.
Yeah.
So the next thing is about placing dice on your board. If you put your dice here,
And it
Yeah.
can be any number,
well, it can be any number.
but you have to pay if it's less than 6.
Exactly. If you do that, you then now this is the one thing that a lot of people get confused about. This isn't to activate the placement of a meeple onto the board.
It's not.
No, it isn't. That's
Okay.
not how you get your meeples onto the board. What you do get when you place your die here is you gain the resources which are visible. So as soon as you start placing,
So once they are placed on the board,
you'll reveal and you'll start getting more stuff.
so if I place a die there, I get 3 food.
You'll get 3 food.
This first
and
column is already revealed.
That's right.
Yeah.
The first column is already revealed, and the little icon underneath is just a reminder that it's courtiers, gardeners, and samurai.
Sunrise.
And then
Which is pronounced samurai.
something like that. And then, so having gained those resources, what
Yeah.
you'll then do is you'll then, whichever line it is, same as if you were activating a die here and you'd activated the white and you get that one. If you activated the coral die, you take those resources and then whatever card is here,
Yeah.
and there will be a card here, an
Okay.
action card here,
Right.
you get to take the action that's there as well.
Okay.
So we'd probably better see how you actually get these.
So that's not putting people on the board. That is just getting
No,
the stuff.
that's putting a die and it's an
Gotcha.
action. It's an action like putting dice there.
All right. So you take that, do that. That's my action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, the area over here is where the gardeners go.
Which has random cards dealt
Yep.
at the start of the game. Yep.
That's where you put your gardeners.
Right. Yep.
You pay to put a gardener there. That's how much food it costs to put that gardener there.
Yeah.
5 to go there, 4 to go there, and so on.
And what action is it that puts a gardener
To
there?
put a gardener into one of the
it's-
gardens,
It's the bridge.
it's that. Wherever you see the bridge icon,
Mhm.
if that is so, if my action was to place that die there,
Mhm.
then I can. That's my action. I can place a gardener. So that's how you get your meeples off the player
Well,
board.
that's how you get gardeners off.
That's how you get gardeners off. So I would then choose a gardener. I need to be able to pay for him, so I need to have enough food to be able to pay
go
for
on the
him.
spaces.
Otherwise, that action is going to stall.
Yeah.
So wherever I got enough food, I can place him. Now, if let's say I place him here,
Yep.
I immediately get to action the space next to it.
Right.
So what that space next to it means is that I can spend 4 money and I can do any one of the dice indicated actions on the board.
Okay.
Right.
And what's this?
That looks like end of the game
That's
points.
end of game victory
So
points.
9 points if that is there at the end of the game.
Exactly.
And will it be there, or can you kick somebody
It
out?
will be there
Right.
for the rest of the game.
Okay.
Can I no longer go there because there's someone there?
We can each place a gardener into each one of the spaces.
Oh, right. Okay.
But you're not allowed to put another gardener into the same space.
Okay. So we're doing that action once.
Yeah. This
So
one,
that space is now full, locked. Nobody else can go there.
no,
No, we can all go
you
there.
two can
We
go
can
in
all.
there,
Oh,
Green
right.
can't go there
Each
again.
player can have. Right. Got it.
Yeah.
but I can't go there again.
Okay.
The iconography here, if this is any pale action that's revealed on a card on the board,
Oh yeah. It's
Oh,
like
one
a
of the
little
ones with the
scroll.
white
any one of
background.
these.
Yep.
Yeah.
So 2 herons is looking promising, but that one with a lantern might be a good runner.
Yep.
Down here, you can yes,
Yep,
if you
3
place
money.
there, you immediately get 3 money.
2 resources.
There you get 2 resources of anything you want.
Okay.
And the other 2 symbols that you can see here, that one and that one.
Yeah.
This is how you put your samurai on the
Samurai.
board. So, and again, that symbol
Which is
appears here.
There.
And sometimes it will appear, yes, there it is. Look, it's
Right.
on there. So if you put your coral die there, that allows you to place a samurai.
Okay.
Placing a samurai costs you iron,
Which
Okay.
is placed.
which is your middle resource.
And they are placed.
And you place your samurai there if you spend 1 iron. There if you spend 3.
And it just
there if
goes
you
in
spend
the-
5. And you can put as many as you like in there. There's no restriction on the number of samurai
Right,
that can be
okay.
in any one of these spaces. And when you place a samurai, here you get a well action.
Okay.
Here,
And these were randomly
yes.
placed. Yep.
Here you get to do any
of the
black die action.
Actions.
Here you get to do any white die action
And
and
3 mother of pearl.
3 mother of pearls.
Wow,
Is,
okay.
is it mother of pearls or mothers of pearl?
I don't know.
How many mothers has pearl got?
And at the end, there's some victory points based on the
Yes.
number of samurai you got in there.
Looks
No,
like it.
no, that is a multiplier.
Okay.
So, however many,
Oh, no, it's for courtiers.
yeah. Now, at the
Ah.
end of the game, we haven't got onto courtiers yet.
No.
But at the end of the game, you're going to have courtiers in here,
Yeah.
and however many courtiers you've got in the castle,
Yeah.
you multiply that number by this factor here. Now, if you've got 1 there, 2 there, 1 there, that's going to be 1 plus 4 plus 1 is 5. So
Right,
it's
okay.
5 times the number of. That's how many
So
victory
each
points.
samurai here gives you a certain number of points based on how many courtiers you have
Yes.
in the castle.
And
Right.
it's 2 points or what?
Each samurai here gets you 2 points at the end of the game for each of your courtiers in the castle.
Now, the interesting thing that happens with now placing courtiers, the courtier action is
the picture of the castle by
that's
night.
the pitch. That's
Yeah.
the one. Yeah. So if you put a die there,
You get to do both. of
you get to do
those.
either of them. Not
Oh,
both.
either.
Yeah, one or the other.
Right.
And you can also access it from this space here
Yep.
and this space here. And these cards are going to be changing, as you'll see,
Oh, are
during
they?
the game.
Oh, right. Okay.
This card, this is the daimyo's, like, this is where he hides out up in the roof. And this is his special auditorium. So this is where you get to meet the daimyo. Is it right? Is that right? Daimyo.
Daimyo.
So when you land here,
Yeah.
when you put a courtier
Which
into
again is
here,
paid for with mother of pearl. No, it's paid for with. I've got these the wrong way around.
Food's at the top.
no, that's right. You've got.
Oh,
no,
okay.
that's right.
So
This is a courtier.
the courtiers,
It's-
the more of them generate food, but it isn't food to play them. It's
No.
food to play gardeners.
Yeah,
It's iron to play samurais,
Samurai.
and it's mother of pearls to play courtiers.
that's right.
Right.
Now the way you bring courtiers into play is you've actioned
That
that
action.
You're either there or you're there
But
or you're there.
but it's
You're
this.
activating that action. Now, there are 2 things that you can do when you have a courtier action. You can do one of them or you can do both of them.
Mhm.
One of them is to spend 2 money
Yeah.
and put a new courtier into the gateway.
Yep.
He's not actually in the castle yet.
Yeah.
He's kind of loitering around outside, talking to security and whilst they wait to see if he's got a pass. So that's one of the two things that you can do. The second thing you can do is to spend Mother of Pearl to move up.
2 or 5 to move 1 or 2.
Now,
And they go.
it's got to be the same courtier that does all of the movements.
Oh, so if you pay 5, 1 courtier moves twice.
That courtier doesn't have to be him. It could be one who's already in the castle,
Right.
and you move him up. But you can't split the movement between
2 different courtiers.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And do they move like that
yes.
and then that?
They go up from from the entrance. They go to this level.
Yep.
And then they go to this level.
Yep.
And then they go to.
But can you choose
level.
where along the level?
There's no kind of diagonals. It's anywhere on
So
the.
if you were here, you could then go to here.
Yeah. There's no limitations on movement.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, what's interesting about this is that when you move up your courtier, I keep wanting to call him a courtesan, but that's something different. Isn't
That's something quite different. Yeah.
Yeah. When you move your courtier up in the castle, what happens is, let's just say I've chosen to go there. I put my courtier there, and at the end of the game, you can see that's going to be worth 3 victory points if he's still there. Plus, it's going to be a multiplier depending on how many samurais I've got. Now, what do I do when I put in there? The first thing I do is there's going to be an action card here. We've already said that.
Yes.
You take, let's just say it's that one. So if I've got that action card there, the first thing I do is I take that action card, I turn it over, and it goes here. I flip it over and I put it there.
Right.
The second thing I do
Take
is
one.
to take that one,
Oh, that one.
put it here.
Right.
And this becomes my new action card, which means that if I do a home board dice action
You get
there,
to do that now.
that's going to be the action that I take.
Okay.
And there's an extra bonus. I also get to activate one of the pale coloured
Yep. I can see that on
actions.
here.
So in this case, for me, it would be taking 1 food and a Mother of Pearl, or an iron and a lantern.
Yep.
Now that lantern, I now do it now, and I get a heron.
Okay, so every time you get a lantern,
It's
it's whatever's here.
and then when this happens again, so I get more courtiers on the board. The next time it happens, I put that one there, and I build up a little track of them,
Got it.
so that every time I get a lantern, I get everything that's revealed.
And is that every time that? So if that courtier moves to there, you get that card.
that, and then that one gets replaced.
And that's what
Yeah.
these are. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So this board is going to be changing.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be like this all the time. So if you're thinking, well, I need to have that action,
Yeah.
somebody else might come along and steal it, and it's not there anymore.
And when you get to the top,
You place, if you're one of the first 3,
yep.
you place your courtier into one of those 3. Let's say you choose that one. You get to do a lantern action immediately, and then you get 2 food.
Yeah. And is that's stuck for the rest of the game?
And that he's stuck there for the rest. He can't advance any
But
further.
everyone there is worth
He's
10
made,
points.
he's made it, and they're all worth 10 points.
And
Okay.
on the back of these cards, we're allowed to look at the back of them?
The back of them, you don't need to,
Oh,
because in that little brown corner, that tells you what's
on
going
the
to
other
be
side?
on the other side.
Right.
Now, the reason that we haven't got cards here yet is because this is the way we start the game. I'll put the dice back before I forget. This is it's like a draft. It's a reverse draft. So whoever's last on the turn order track chooses
Dan.
first.
Mm-hmm.
And this is your initial action card, the one that's going to go here.
Yep.
So this tells you whether your initial action card is going to be a gardener, a courtier, a samurai, or another gardener.
Yep.
And this also tells you what your starting resources
Oh,
are going
right.
to be.
Okay. Got it.
And then once you've done that, you'll flip that over, and that will become
Oh, so
your
you
first.
have a card here to start with.
That'll be your first lantern card. And this one also comes with a little secret bonus, which is that it has an extra card here. So you don't get so much stuff here, but what you do get is you'll get to start with that one,
Oh, just as an extra.
just as an extra
Right. Okay.
bit of lantern action.
Got it.
So
I think I'm ready to start.
So I've got to pick one of these top 4,
they go as a
Alright.
as a set.
and then I've got to pick one of these.
No, they go as a set.
Okay.
And if
will
you
get
choose
that
that
one, if you get that one.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is a gardener. This is a samurai. This is a courtier.
That's
I'm
right.
going to get that wrong now as well.
Sorry, I planted that idea.
I can't remember what these do.
Right,
Daimyo
those
favours.
are daimyo favours.
Can we spend?
Sometimes you have to spend them
Oh, to do stuff.
in order to take an action,
I'm
and
just-
also you're going to need them in order to progress on the heron
Pass.
track.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
what does the heron track do?
Determines turn order.
And
And if
also
you get
gives
up
you-
here, it's here it's points at the end of the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take this one then. See what happens.
Is that because it's the nearest?
Uh,
And you've only got little arms.
yeah. I'm going to take it. Yeah. So I'm putting that in there.
Yep.
This is
That's what you start with,
yeah.
and then you flip it over.
So give yourself 2 food,
2 food.
2 iron,
2
one,
iron.
1 mother of pearl,
1 mother of pearl.
4 money,
4
4
money.
coins, and 1 daimyo's favour.
And this is going there.
There's
And
probably room for the coins on top of the up here.
the money.
Unless somebody gets seriously wealthy, you can probably fit it on the board or next to the board. It really doesn't matter. We're going to have
Yeah.
space.
As long as we can see it.
Yeah.
See mine? See mine. Yeah.
I'm putting
So 3 coins and
Should put it there.
Daimyo's favour. And then that flips and goes there like that. So is it? Done that, done that, done that, done that. Yep.
One thing I haven't told you is, which is quite important, is that at the end of each round, of the first 2 rounds,
You said
you'll
something
see-
happens.
something happens. And I didn't tell you what it was. The thing that happens, you'll see at the end of these first 2 rounds, there's a bridge. There's a bridge, and then on the 3rd one, there's a fan.
Yeah.
What that tells you is at the end of the 3rd one, you just add up
You
to
do the end game scoring, yeah.
But at the end of the 1st and 2nd one, there's a really quite clever thing that happens, and that is if you've got a gardener, and there's any dice left on that bridge, you get to do that action again. So
Okay.
you get a free action. However, if there aren't any dice left, you only get to do it once.
Mhm.
It doesn't matter how many dice there might be 3 dice left on that one bridge. You only get to do it once. But if there are no dice left, if they've all gone, you don't get to do it.
Yeah. And what if you've got a gardener there and there?
You get to do both.
Right, okay. If there is at least 1 dice left on that bridge at the end of the round. Got it. Okay. James said he missed all of that. Can you repeat it?
Well, basically, you just roll the dice, move around the board, and try not to land on jail.
Yeah. So, Pete.
Me, right. I'm going to do this, which means I get that little round.
Basically, it's 9 turns. You've got to be super efficient. And if you have 1 bad turn, you've lost.
Mm.
Oh yeah, someone pointed out that our ball around the wrong way. You're supposed to be yellow.
I'm supposed to be yellow.
grey.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Uh,
These leases.
So, Pete's got the red board. You've got the blue board. And I've got the yellow board.
yeah, because
Never
I'm
mind.
an expert on setting up games.
Never mind.
I couldn't see that it mattered, actually, to be honest.
It
with you.
doesn't. No.
So that goes there.
Yeah.
And this one flips over and goes there.
So, you've got the fan because you chose the card with the fan on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
gives me less stuff, but that as an extra bonus.
Right.
So, my turn. What am I going to do? Good question.
Yeah. I have no idea.
Well, I think. Well, let's just do something just to demonstrate how it all works. Let's go here.
So, the 5 goes on the 3, which means you get 2 money. You didn't trigger a lantern because you didn't take the lowest dice.
No, that one shuffles along
Yeah. And now you get to do both of those
in any order.
in any
The
order.
dark backgrounds are usually a bit stronger
Yeah.
because
But
they.
you do have a daimyo favour. They go there.
So I'm going to get food and mother of
So
pearl.
it's 1 food, 1 mother of pearl, and then you may spend 1 daimyo favour to do the samurai action, which is
Taking a samurai. off-
costing iron.
Okay. So this is going to cost me 1 iron because I've only got 1. So I've only got 1 choice, 1 option, which is to go there.
Which
But it
gets you the
means
well action,
I do the well action.
which is
I get
this, and this.
my daimyo favour back,
That seems very good.
and I get iron, and I get mother of pearl. So you see that you got chained actions and
Yeah.
consequences. That opens up. That opens up. That.
And that's because that has randomly appeared there. It could have been there.
Yeah.
And it'd
And
be
there's
a very different game.
And there's a range of different tiles
Got it.
to give it variety.
You're all done?
That's my go.
Right. So, And I can take a dice and I can put it on here.
Yeah.
But that's not very good at the moment because my income is quite low.
But it will trigger that.
Yeah.
But you haven't got enough.
Trigger that
You haven't got enough mother of pearl
other ways.
to pay. So you would need 2 coins to place. If you were going to do that, you'd need to have 2
I
coins
could
to
put
put.
6 there.
You could. You'd need 2 because this here is your castle action, your courtier. You'd need 2 coins to place a courtier, which you have.
Yep.
But then you would need, if you were going to advance him as well,
Oh, I'd need the mother of pearl.
you'd need mother of pearl, which you haven't got.
Yeah. Okay. So
But
I'm
you would
looking
get.
for.
You would,
Two or
you would
five
get. No, wait a minute.
mother
You would get 1, wouldn't you?
I'd get 1, which would give me the
Which would
2.
give you 2, so you would be able to
Still a
advance
bit-
him
still a
into
bit.
here.
Is it a bit weak?
Well,
No, because when you advance him, you get the card.
yeah, you get
So
a
the
card, so you
courtier
get another
action
action.
This is the courtier action.
That's the courtier action, yeah.
That, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's the action,
Oh,
which
yeah.
actually takes place here. But that's the icon. That should. Yeah.
It's not a bad turn to do that.
Well, I'm thinking of going here instead.
Except if you do, you
I
will
just get to do that.
just get to do that.
I don't
Whereas-
get to do the other stuff.
And if you do go there, you won't have enough mother of pearl to be able to advance him.
Is there anywhere else I can get a mother of pearl? And also, well, yeah, there is because I can spend. No, okay. There's a lot of choices,
Yeah.
but let's go for it. Let's take this. I can take this 6 if I want to.
Oh, no.
It doesn't matter.
You take the one at the end, although they're the same. So you take that.
But
one.
then that moves down.
That moves down. Yeah.
So it would have been easier if I took that. But can you take one that's on the bridge? You don't
No.
have to take one on either end.
It's got to be the one.
Oh, I didn't realise that. Right, so you have to take one from an end.
Yeah.
Ah, you didn't mention that. So
Get
I take that one. That shuffles down. I then place the 6 on there, which doesn't cost me any money. I then generate everything on that line, which is 1 mother of pearl.
Yeah.
Black 2 is looking very tasty. Is it? Okay, right. And okay, and then I do this action.
Yeah.
And this action is this, which is I can do
Spend
spend 2 coins to put
Take him off
a
there.
courtier out, which goes on here, and then I can spend 2 mother of pearl
which you've now got.
to move it up. And if I move it up, I'm going to take a card, and I get to do one of the actions.
Which when you move it up, you're going to be flipping that and adding it to your lantern track,
Yeah,
replacing it with one of whichever one you put
Yeah.
the courtier on, and then you'll be choosing one of the pale coloured actions from that card.
right. So I'm going to go here.
Yeah.
So that goes there.
Yeah.
And then I take this, put it there,
And what
and I get to do one of the pale actions. So I will have 1 food.
where's the
and
pale
one mother of
action
pearl.
come into it? Sorry.
It's here. So once you've
Yeah.
bought a courtier and moved a
Oh,
courtier,
it's the last scroll picture.
you move that. Is that? Yeah.
And are we saying those two are the pale colour?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I only do one of them.
That's right.
So I've done that, and then that gets replaced.
Which one did you do, Paul?
I did the gain 1 food and 1 mother of pearl.
Okay. Is that you done now?
That I believe is me done.
So the lantern actions are just triggering.
It's just that. Yeah.
At the moment, it's pretty weak to do a lantern action.
Okay. Ross is saying he played it last night, and he's going to go play it again shortly. Excellent. Is there any reason why Paul has put the die on his board instead of the space on the main board to also get money back? Probably because I didn't see it. So where are you thinking? You mean here?
Yeah, well, you could have got the money back, but if you had done that,
I
you
wouldn't have
got
had the mother of pearl. So by putting it on this board, I gained 1 mother of pearl from income. And Lucas says because he needed the mother of pearl. Yes.
So what's the benefit to me putting a lower dice on and paying for the space?
If you put,
If you put, yeah, you get the lantern.
Yeah.
Which at the moment isn't much of a
Is a
benefit.
food for you. Yeah.
Expensive one then. So I'm going to put that on there, get 2 coins,
Because it needed a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then I've got to do the top 2 actions.
You can do either or both of those.
So I'll do the middle one first because that looks easier. I get this.
And you get a point.
I get a point.
Dan's winning.
Yay. And then the top one is spend
Spend
that,
a dime a favour
easy come, easy
to
go.
do the thing that I just did.
which is take
2 coins to get a courtier.
pay 2, get the top person
Yeah.
in there.
And then 2 mother of pearl to move them.
Oh,
Now you, yeah.
oh, I've messed that up then.
You can still do that. You
just
just
can't
you just
move
can't move
and if
them.
I want to convert, I can't convert because I need 2.
You need
then.
2.
All right.
The other advantage of doing that is that if you thought, oh, that's a really strong place, you're
Yeah.
kind of blocking that for other people because there's only 2 dice that can go there.
Yeah.
But given it's a first game, if you wanted to take that back, but
No, just see what happens. It's fine. Learning.
okay,
Yeah.
so it's me again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that space looks quite tasty actually, so
Which
I'm going to
space?
do the same thing.
So that doesn't
I'm gonna
cost you
go
any
there as
money.
well. Yeah, so 5 goes on top of a 5, so I don't pay, I don't receive, and I
But
get both
again,
of
you
these.
get both of those.
So I'm going to gain a Daimyo's favour, which I'm not going to keep for long. I gain the victory
You
point.
gain a point.
I'm going to spend the Daimyo's favour, spend 2 money, take a courtier,
And then spend 2 mother of pearl to move the courtier.
and then spend 2 mother of pearl and move him to. Where am I going to move him? I think. Well, let's mix it up a bit. Let's put him here. So that goes there, adding to my lantern track, and I get to do. I'm going to take 1 coin and do a well action, which is to get a mother of a Daimyo's favour and an iron and a mother of pearl.
Doesn't seem very good.
Okay, that's my go.
Right.
Oh, and did replace the other.
Dead. Right.
That shuffles along.
Well. Yeah. It's a thing, isn't it? Yeah, there's quite a few choices in this game, isn't there? So quite a lot of these spaces are big numbers. Well, they're 4s. These were 3s. The well seems quite nice. It's free stuff. I've only got 2 iron, so I could go here, and that's a well. The well action seems really strong.
Yeah.
Placing that samurai seems quite a strong move, and placing the samurai is this action.
Yes. At the moment, it's only available here. If anybody's got it on their home spec, I don't think anybody's...
I do, so I'd have to put a dice there.
Okay, yeah.
And if I did, I'd get 2 food.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that nice big fat 5 would go there. It would cost you 1 money. You'll get food, which means that you're very well placed for putting a gardener down next turn.
Oh, yeah. Right. Okay. So let's. I'm gonna take this 2. I want to do a lantern thing. Ooh. Now the 2 is gonna go. I'm gonna go here. So that's a 3. So I have to spend 1 money. I'm now skint. But I get to do the lantern first. I get to do the lantern before I do the action.
That's right.
So the lantern is 1 iron and a heron.
Yeah. And now you
Can't beat a bit of heron.
now you're gonna do that,
And
right?
now I'm going to do that, which is I spend my daimyo's favour
Yeah.
to place a gardener, and I am going to spend.
You've got 2 food.
I have 2 food. I am going to spend 1 food to go here,
Yeah.
and I get to do this straight away.
Yes.
So I'll have
Any
2
food.
mother of pearl.
Okay. Got ya. And what's that one again?
Any pale action on the castle. So,
Okay.
so any one of these.
Oh, a pale action, but it has to be in the castle. Right.
Okay. Back round to me.
Okay, but Crispy said there's a samurai action on the right hand level 2 action with a white die.
There.
There.
Yes, there it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hiding in plain sight.
That is probably where I'm going to go.
Okay,
So I'll go there,
you get 2 money.
get 2 money. Now I'll do a samurai action, which is to put a samurai.
Spending 1, 3, or 5 irons.
I've only got 2.
So you spend 1 and you get to do the well action, which is daimyo favour,
Yeah.
1 iron, 1 pearl.
Okay. It's basically a free samurai. Every iron. Oh, can you have multiple samurais in the same box?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Done.
And now
Final turn of the first round.
Okay.
this is my last turn. How many food was that to go down the bottom there?
This was 1.
Yeah.
There's 1, 1, 2, 4, 4, 5.
Well, let's take that and put it here, which gets me 3 money.
5 on top of the 2, yeah.
And oh, sorry, let's not do that because that wasn't what I wanted to do. No, I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to go there, put it in the
Okay.
wrong place.
So you're only
I
getting
put-
1 money instead of 3,
So I don't get those 3, and I get 1. So I do this red action, coral action,
which is place a gardener.
place a gardener. I'm going to choose him, Kevin, the gardener, and I've got 2 food, so I can afford to place him here, here, or there.
Yeah.
And I think the likely place to put him is now. If I went there, I'd get a pale action. That could be some herons. It could be some stuff, some iron lanterns. Lanterns are always good. Lanterns are very good. Yeah, so many good things to choose from. Yeah, I'm going to go here.
Okay, so you spend 2 food
2 food.
and you immediately get a pale scroll action from the castle.
Which is going to be, I'm going to have a double heron.
Mm-hmm.
Flap.
2 for the price of 1.
Yeah.
Right. Me?
Yeah.
I'm going to choose this dice. And I've no money. So I put it here. And I get a daimyo's favour. I get 1 iron. I get 1 pearl. And before I do that, I should have got my lantern, which is a heron and an iron. And then I do the action. And then that's me.
Did you still get the lantern if you pick that?
No.
Right, okay. Even though it is now the lowest dice, it is
Doesn't
also the
matter.
highest dice.
It's at that end. It's been placed on that step, so it can't go back.
It's like R2D2.
Yeah.
From the first 3
Yeah,
films.
the Dalek.
Yeah.
Can't go up the stairs. I think the reason for putting the lantern first is
So you don't forget.
A, so you don't forget, but
And you
B,
can get stuff. You might-
the stuff that you get, you
Yeah.
might want to use it for
Yeah.
your dice, for your dice action.
Reiner says, and if there are still dice on the red bridge at the end of the round, he will get the gardener
Yeah.
action again. Yes, I'm aware of that, which is why I took that dice, not this one. Because if Dan takes that one, Pete won't get an action.
Yeah.
Whereas I've done it so that even if you take one of those, I will still get that.
Mm.
And of course, if you place a gardener,
I can't because I've
no.
money to
If
go.
Dan places a gardener,
They're not.
then
Wherever.
wherever you place it, you
I'll
can
get the
you
action.
can manipulate
So
it so
you
you get
probably
the action.
won't want to.
And this is put a.
Spend 3 money to do that action,
You've got money coming
Which
out your
is-
ears, so you can.
which
do
is the
that.
courtier
And
action.
this is a samurai.
How much
That's
food have you
samurai
got?
action.
How much food have you got?
2.
2 food.
Because that would cost 4 food.
Mm.
Yeah. But there is that. But then I did red one, which would be very good. But I could put a 6 down and get the 2 food there and pay a lot of money, but then I'll be short.
Yeah.
So it's only a 1. Yeah, slim pickings at the end, isn't it? Maybe I need to move up the heron track. Um, I'll go on. That's rubbish.
1 on the top step is
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it does deprive me of a bonus action, but is it a good thing to do?
No, not really.
unless you're going here.
And I'm not allowed more than 2 dice, am I? Piled up.
Nope.
Whereas, I mean, that one on there looks promising. 'Cause you
Yeah,
get to
but-
place your gardener.
Yeah.
And you've got food.
You get to place the gardener.
Who
You
will
can
get
put-
to do his action and then the action again. Unless you place the gardener here, which
I
would
mean,
be
you could
silly.
choose, if you're not taking that die and you take that one, you could choose to put your gardener there, which gets you another pale action, which could be
Oh, you can
herons.
put the gardener in
Yeah.
any colour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Yeah. All right, let's do that then. So that's going on there,
There.
there, which gets me a coin,
3 goes on a 2, so you get a coin.
and then I'm paying this.
No lantern. Pay the daimyo's favour. Place a gardener. Spending however much food you want. So 2 food to go there.
Do the action now.
And you do the action now.
Yeah.
And then you'll be doing the action again very soon.
We resolve to.
I'm gonna do that one, I think, and get
Okay. Get
two.
two things.
two. Wow.
Right.
Okay.
So, what order we do these things in?
Right. So, new order of turns. So, whoever's influence marker is furthest forward,
Me.
which is blue, gets the head on the chicken track. Then gardens. Gardeners are activated, and I think this will be in player order,
Yeah.
turn order. And if you've got more than one, by the way, we haven't at the moment, but if you had more than one, you could choose which you wanted to do first.
Ah, you said you got both. Oh yeah, well, you can choose the order in which you do them.
You don't get that one. That's only
No,
associated.
but
with
if I had.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
So I just get 2 things.
Yeah.
So I will take a mother of pearl and take food. And then Pete, you get to do that. And then Dan, you also get to do that. Question for those people who are watching this live. How many of you watching live are watching this video to see if it's the kind of game that you'd like? And how many of you have already played the game and just want to watch us having fun?
I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna have 1 mother of pearl. Well, it's not big, but it doesn't make any difference, does
No.
it?
And there's a nice lantern there.
Yes.
Once your lantern starts getting good.
Take a metal.
Well, that one has got a food and a lantern. Look at that. How awesome is that?
So
That's
for
good.
you, that's a food, a mother of pearl, and a point, and a heron.
Can't walk away from that offer.
Right, we're all done.
Yep.
Round 2.
So the dice all come off the board
Dice will come off and get re-rolled.
and get re-rolled.
That's it. Well, let's go crazy and roll them all at once.
Wow.
There's all of them. There we go. I'll take the
Are
white
we
ones.
missing it?
Should be 4 of each.
Oh, of course, yes. I was expecting it to be 4 players. That's the one bit of the setup that I didn't look at. That's interesting.
Okay.
Lots of 6s.
Ian says he was watching to see if he'd like it and he's now ordered it already. Excellent. Raz says played it yesterday at a friend's house and ordered a copy right after the game. Farouk says want to play it tonight. Read the rules a few days ago. So this is helping to refresh it. James says he's eagerly awaiting delivery of the pre-order. It's been delayed. The status has moved from pre-order to waiting, whatever that means. Neil says, great big game in a little box. Same with Red Cathedral, which were the same designers and the same publisher. Great game in a small box. Leslie's watching to see how it plays, but already has the game. Cool. Tony's watching for the sake of watching. Thank you, Tony. Right, off we go then. It's me first, even though you are now ahead on the Heron track.
That's right.
And we're a third of the way through the game.
Yep.
Done very little. Right. So if you get 2 movements in here, and I move to there and then there, is it 2 separate movements? I.e., do I get a card on the way?
No. You only get the card where you arrive, ultimately.
Well,
Or do the action.
That's a bit rubbish.
What's the point in being up here?
A stack of victory points.
At
Yeah.
the end of the game, and potentially double lantern.
Yeah, double lantern.
What by putting a person in there, you'll immediately get.
You get a lantern and then
Yeah.
another lantern.
And is it 10 points for every courtier you've got in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's more space once this is filled up.
Yeah.
Infinite space.
Hmm.
So I need money.
Lanterns are only good if you've built up your deck down here.
Yeah. I definitely need money.
Yeah.
Money's what I need.
You need to put big numbers on small numbers.
Big numbers on small numbers is a good thing to do. So, big numbers on small numbers.
Yeah.
A 6 on a 3
Okay.
That works.
gets me 3 money.
Yeah. 2 red. They're mine.
Okay, so I got 3 money. What's next? Get the money. Right, no lantern.
Yeah.
But now I do the action. But I do both of those actions.
Yep.
And that action is lantern.
Okay.
But before I do that, I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Which is spend a daimyo favour to do this. Which is spend 2 money to place a courtier here. Now, I do have 5.
Yeah. But you want to stop on the way, I'm guessing. Sounds like.
But with only 9 turns in the entire game, and this is turn 4 of 9, I'm now thinking of skipping here and moving on to here. So when I place this card here, I will get to do a pale action.
Yeah.
Which is Heron or Heron.
When you do what?
When I take that card and put it
Oh,
here,
Yeah. Heron. Ooh, some stuff.
tell you what, I'll do it. I'll spend the 5 pearls. So I
Yeah.
could move this one twice and end up in here.
Yep.
But I'm going to move this one twice. And I'm going to... So the first one is irrelevant.
Yep.
Because I just go through it. And I will end up here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're getting this right.
Yep. So flip that one over.
So that flips over and goes there.
Yep. Take this one and put it there.
Take that one and put it there and get to do one of the pale actions on it, which
Yep.
is Heron-tastic.
And then we replace
And then I
that.
replace that with that. And then I choose to do the lantern, which is now slightly better than it was. So I get 1 iron. Ah! Rats. Gain a heron, can't have a heron.
Oh,
Haven't got a Daimo's favour. Okay. That's it.
Okay.
Turn over.
So there's a new card out.
it's me. Right, well, I can't look a gift pig in the face. Something. I've got to do that. I'll take another favour token. God, I've got so many favour tokens.
That's what I should have done.
I can't imagine that
quite
anybody
nice,
would
that,
ever be
isn't it?
short of favour token. I've got so many. And I get a victory point. Look at that. Shooting ahead up the board. And I spend one to do a courtier.
So 2 money for a new courtier.
2 money for a new courtier.
I get that.
Not a samurai. Put your sword away. We don't need you. Let's put in there. And I'm going to spend 2 mothers of pearl. And now, I think it's going to have to be think it's going to have to be you,
Moves to there.
which means I flip that.
Yep.
Put it there.
Get that.
Get that.
You do the pale action from that card.
Double heron.
Puts you ahead as long as you spend a favour.
Yep.
And then we get a new type.
Oops. And then I destroy the board.
My go.
Here we go.
I'm going to do similar things.
Conversion rate for the Daimyo Seal, James wants to know. It is 2 favours for any one of the 3 resources or goods or whatever it's called, and 1 for 1 money.
So I'm spending this to put a courtier.
Where did you go?
Same as you.
Okay, here.
Yeah, spending
So you
this to a
didn't-
courtier
yeah.
action.
Yeah.
2 money for a courtier.
If I want to put it in. Oh, yeah.
You don't have to.
Oh, it's only 2 money to put.
2 money to put
Yeah.
in.
Definitely do that.
And then are you spending 2 or 5?
Well, you've got the 5.
But I can't split the movement.
No.
So that one that I put in earlier is pretty much stuck there.
Oh,
Well, you can do this action and not spend the money.
Okay.
well, you could do it and only spend 2 mother of pearl and move them at once.
Mm.
But you want to get them into the
Yeah.
castle as
I'll
well.
move it to here,
So
please.
you're spending the 5 mother of pearl.
Yeah.
Put that there.
So I'm turning this over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That goes there.
You get
And then you
3,
get to do the pale action.
3 stuff.
Mm,
Did green take money for placing the black 6? I believe you did. Did you take 3 money for putting that there? If you don't remember it, somebody.
No, I placed the first one, didn't I?
Yeah, so you should have taken 3
I
money.
should have taken 3 money.
If you didn't, have 3 money. Oh no, Lucas saying you did and you used it for a courtier.
Yeah.
There you go.
No,
Thank you, Lucas.
I'm very forgetful at things like that, so thank you for reminding me.
Right. So, situation is I need favours. You can get favours here. Nice and easy. Super, super easy. And you also get other stuff here. Yeah, I think I'm going to place the 6 here. Gets me 5 money. Gets me a favour. Gets me an iron. Gets me a pearl. Done. That was just a way of getting loads of money.
Yeah. Now, this is the point of the game where really I feel as though the number of times I've played it, I should be starting to do some really cool stuff. But that depends upon me being a good player, which I'm not. But what I think I might be able to do... Oh, yes. Yes, I can do... Ah, well, yeah, let's just do that. I get
So you
3
get 3
money.
money. And you get to get 1 iron
And a lantern.
and a lantern, which for you is
A victory point.
point.
A mother of pearl. A heron. And a coin. I think that's my go.
So when you put your dice on there, it came back, didn't it?
Only at the end of the round.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So if you put dice on the top roll, you get to do this top action?
Yeah.
Not the colour?
Correct.
Okay. I paid 2 over there. So basically I'll talk through what I'm thinking. If
Yeah.
I put this on there,
You pay 2 money.
pay 2,
You
get
get to
to
do
do
that.
samurai. If I put it on there,
You pay 4
but I'll get free food.
and the samurai.
Yeah. So it's like paying an extra 2 for free food
Yeah.
seems like a good trade.
Does
So I'll pay. So I've got to pay 4.
4 money.
Yeah. To put that there.
Yep.
Get free food.
And do the samurai action.
Do samurai action.
Do you want to spend 1, 3, or 5 iron?
5.
Okay.
All in.
Yeah.
So you get 3 pearls,
1, 2, 3.
and you get to do a white die action. Either that.
Yeah, there's only 3.
Okay, Ian has checked, and green did not get 3 money.
Do this one.
And Lucas has just checked, so you owed 3 money.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. It's got loads of it. Thank you for checking. Yeah, so you should have taken that one rather than that one, because then you get to do the lantern
Oh yeah,
instead.
good. Thank you. Yeah.
That's a
Makes
shame,
sense.
because I was going to do that.
Come on. I've got to take 2 more things. Is there any money on the board that with a mother of pearl for a white action?
There is the
With a mother of
no,
pearl, yeah.
just money.
I'll do that. Okay.
And you got your lantern as well.
So my lantern is to run this, yeah.
Yeah. So food and heron.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'll do that instead.
Yeah.
And 1 heron. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Done.
Back to me. So
Yeah.
I was going to take that one because not only would that get me a lantern, it would be denying you 2 gardeners.
Yeah.
That's just mean.
So the white actions are usually the white scroll stuff is usually just get stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I just cheated.
What have you done?
This white thing. Am I looking at the white
Yes.
dice? I was looking at the white scroll.
No.
So
Take that back.
it's that
That.
or that.
All that.
Right. So I need to take 3 stuff
Yeah,
back.
take 3 stuff
I'm pretty
back.
sure it was. It's probably 2 of them and probably 1 of them.
Okay. You're almost there.
Yeah.
Because that's an iron and a lantern for you is a food. If you wanted that.
Right.
That's a food and a lantern. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the metal and I'm doing this one.
Okay.
Metal and this. So
Yeah.
1 more food and 1 more heron.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
So you took
that's-
the 3 off and you did that
Yeah,
instead.
because I got my free mother of pearl from there,
Yeah.
so I'm on the right mother of
So
pearl.
I'm going to take this one.
Got it.
And,
He's evil. You know.
well, I was thinking of doing exactly what Dan was doing, except I was going to get a lantern as well.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to place another gardener. But, I mean, I could go here and place another gardener. I could. But I've got 7. Yeah, I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to do the same as Dan did. So I'm going to spend 4 money to put that there, which gets me 3 food. And then I place a samurai, and I am going to spend 5 iron to put that in there, which gets me 3 pearls. Puts that to there, and gets me a white action, which will be this. No, this. So 2 money and a lantern, which is 1 money, 1 iron, and a heron, and I now do have favour. Okay. Ross is asking how many hamburger jokes have been made. It was mentioned at the start, but other than that, there hasn't been any others. Is that it? Is that my 6th action?
That is it. Yeah. I've just realised what the move I should have done was last turn. Slightly late. So I can't go there and do that because there's no coral dice left.
No.
You can't go
Oh,
on the
God.
black one because there's no black dice.
So if I want to do
it's filled up. I mean,
put a courtier
Big numbers.
into play,
I've been looking. It's the only in the bottom
it's
right.
going to have to be down there.
Yeah.
Is that the
Where
only
else?
place that you can place a courtier?
At the moment, yeah.
Well, no, you've got loads of money. You don't have to match colours, do you?
It's the.
Oh, it's those.
Yeah.
You need to put coral dice in order to.
Yeah, and there's none.
Okay.
It's coral or black, and black's full and coral's
But
gone missing.
The other way to get a courtier
Got
is
it.
to place a gardener there, and then if you've got enough money, you can get a courtier. So can I get 3 food and a gardener action in 1 turn?
Unlikely.
Sometimes you can make it happen, but I don't think that is going to be. No, I don't think so. So let's just go. I'm going to take that one. Put it here. because that means I get a lantern action.
So it costs you 2 money.
Cost me 2
You
money.
could do gardener or courtier.
I'm going to do courtier.
Right. So 2 money if you want a new one.
Two money.
Right, look, you've got loads of money.
Put another one.
Yeah.
Steve.
That's Steve.
And then 2 mothers of pearl.
Who's moving? Kevin or Steve?
Ooh. Ah.
Oh, Kevin the gardener. Kevin's the gardener. I'll lose track.
Kevin's the card. Steve. That's Brian.
All ancient Japanese names.
And Dennis. Good question. Right, which one am I? I could advance to here, which places, which that would get me a double lantern, which is looking tasty, very tasty. But don't forget the advantage of placing here is that you get stuff from the card that goes here, and it makes your lantern even better. Oh my god, it's also good.
How many pearls have you just spent?
I've just spent 2.
2.
The only 2 I had, so I
one,
can only advance
one thing he's moving.
So it's going to be either one of those going here,
Mhm.
or it's going to be him going and getting some double lantern action.
It's always one thing moving, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always one thing moving. It's either going to be him to there, or one of those to one of these.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was trying to work out, if I could move 2 pieces in one
No.
go. But
It's going to have to be. I'm going to put him
Okay,
there.
and you're doing the double lantern.
I'm doing the double lantern.
Okay.
So I get
2
2 victory
points.
points, 2 mothers of pearl,
2 heron movements.
2 herons,
And 2
and
coins.
2 coins.
well, that was what I was going to do, so I'll have to rethink my turn.
Sorry.
So if I was to go on there, I get a coin, right?
Yep.
And I get to do lantern.
You get to do a lantern.
Which is 1 food.
And 1 heron.
So now I've got to do
And you can do either that or that. Gardener or courtier.
not a lot of food.
So you could go
But I
here,
can't.
or here.
I haven't got the money then to do the action.
Go there.
To get the money.
You get 3 money, and then you'd get it again. Because at the end of the round.
Or I could do this courtier.
Third
to
lantern
get that
move.
spot.
What have we missed? Martin's saying he gets a 3rd lantern move.
1,
Oh, I do,
2,
because, yes,
3.
Sorry. Thank you.
Oh, did you take the...
I did. I took the one from that end deliberately, paid extra money. I paid an extra
So you
coin.
get that lantern, and that lantern.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
why I did it. And then I
Okay,
forgot
so
to
another
get
one of
the,
them, another one of them, another one of them,
This-
and another coin.
This is why I
I've
always
done that.
lose at gate. I've done
I
that.
did that, yeah.
I always lose. That's
So I'm
why.
going to pay 2 to get that one in there. And then I've got 2 mother of pearl.
Yeah.
To move. So I can either have one of these top spots or move up.
Mm-hmm.
The top spots is the jumping points. I can't have the food. The 2 point seems weak.
It'd be a lantern and 2 points.
Oh, lantern and 2 points. Yeah, alright. See what happens then. 1, 2, and a lantern, which is the food and the heron. But the difference is it's points, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
We all done?
fine. Yeah.
Yep.
Turn order changes. And then in the order of new turn order, gardeners get a
Right,
bonus.
let's have a look at this bridge then. Nothing much happening there.
So I'll have 2 free stuff.
Yep.
Let's have 1 pearl and 1 iron. Right. 3rd and final round of the game.
Yep, dice go back.
Oh, I've got one.
Okay. Right. 3 turns left.
And got a turn. Okay.
Oh, hi Matt. Matt's joined in from Devere Games. And yes, what you said to me at Essen, I agree. Which was Red Cathedral is fantastic, but this is better.
So I could go here. I'm making it very tasty for somebody
So
else.
you don't get any money, but you do get a lantern.
Get an extra lantern. is a lantern worth 3 money to me, and also 3 money to somebody else?
I see what you mean. Yeah.
I'm giving somebody else 3 money if I do that, aren't I? Actually, it's
It's-
probably
it's a
better
jump
to
in
make
points.
it less attractive
Okay.
to others. So I'm going to do
So
that.
you
So
gain 3 money.
I get 3 money. That's got to be a better.
You gain a favour, but you're going to spend a favour.
Yeah, I gain a
You
victory
gain a point, and then you get to place a courtesan.
Place a course.
Oh, a courtier. See, I'm at it now. Different game.
So 2 coins.
Get them all. Rabble, 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 rabble.
Fighting to get in. It's like the turnstiles at Ashton Gate. And 2 mothers of pearl. One of them is going to be advancing. Ooh. Let's put in there. Take that.
Have a card.
Yes. And that goes there. And I'm going to have a iron and a lantern action, which now is 2 victory points, 1 coin,
Nice.
1 mother of pearl, and another heron. Which I've got.
Should have been planning my move, shouldn't I?
I've got 2 daimyo favours, so I can do it. Yes.
I need an extra iron.
I'll sell you some.
Any old
I need
iron.
an extra.
Any
as
old
well.
iron. I can get an iron there. Oh, these numbers are tricksy.
Yeah, chucking with that.
I mean, I don't have any favours. That's the problem. There's all of these things to spend favours, and I'm kind of running out of favours. I mean, what I could do is place a little samurai, just a teensy little
I
samurai.
can barely see over this sword.
Yeah. Oh. By going here or here, but again, that's And I probably want to spend the food first. Probably want to place a gardener first. So placing gardeners. There,
Yes.
there.
Yes. And that's it at the moment.
Mm. So I'll put that there, getting me 1 money. And I'll place a gardener. And I will spend 4 food. 4 food to place this gardener here,
Oh, very nice.
which immediately allows me to spend 3 money to do the courtier action.
Yep.
Which is to spend 2 money to place another courtier. And then I will spend 5 pearls.
He's played games before, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So I could move that to there.
Which one?
This one.
Yeah.
To there. That's a jump of 7 points. That's only a jump of 6 points. I think I'm going to move this to here. So I get this.
Flip the other one.
Flip to the one. Which means I don't get to do the thing that I was going to do next. Sure. Okay. Yeah. That didn't work. And then I get to do one of the pale actions on that, which is to get 3 stuff. So I will have an iron. And I will have 2 pearls. And I think that's it. Bye. Derek's joined in from Kanji Studios. Thank you very much, Derek, for joining in. Have you played this one yet? I don't know if it's reached American shores yet, this one.
I'm gonna try and just see what happens with this move.
Oh,
Worked it all out. But I'm gonna go there.
Doing the thing that Pete
gonna
wants to
do
do is always good.
Top action.
So I get
spend
2 money,
2 money.
putting a 5 on a 3.
2 money. Top action.
Doing the top action first.
Yeah.
So you spend a favour.
Yeah.
You do the court action.
Yeah. So do I want to spend 2 money to put someone in? Can I come back to that and do the second bit first?
Second bit. The lantern.
Oh, I haven't got the mother of pearl. That was why I couldn't do this. All right, sorry. Undo that.
Zip. Right.
Yeah.
Zip.
Because I need the mother of pearl first.
You spent your 2.
Yeah, I need the mother of pearl first, but I'm only getting the mother of pearl at the end. Yeah. Okay. Rewind that. I've got a lot of food, but I can't pay the cost to have the
I
people.
mean, you could put that there and get all of that.
Yeah.
Well, that's a ton of
I
stuff.
did
It's a lot of
look
focus.
at it, but then
Yeah.
I think next turn I'd need. All right, let's just try it and see.
Yassini's here,
Yeah.
joining in from Algeria. Yeah, Red Cathedral style, same designers. It's a very, very different game, but same designers, same publishers. So there is a Red Cathedral feel to it, even though the game is very different.
1. Where was that? Was that on 2?
It was on 2.
Okay, and 2 more. There we go. So I've had 1 mother of pearl and 2 metal from that, and 3 mother of pearl from that. So I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have 2 turns left each.
Yeah, that's the problem. I'm running out of turns.
I've currently got 0 points.
Gathering stuff, but not doing anything with it.
And all the things that you want to do that are just tantalisingly out of reach. But I think the thing for me to do is that, which gets me 4 food,
I know one thing that I want to do in my turn.
1 iron,
Yeah, I'm going to be money blocked now.
and a lantern. So that's 2.
The lanterns are looking quite good for you, aren't they?
Yeah, really good.
1 coin. Well, that's the theory, is to kind of pump as many courtiers into there so you get as many cards to go and boost your lantern action. But then that's not always the best thing to do on the board. Right? There's lots of kind of options and dynamics all going on at the same time.
You done?
Yeah.
Right. So I want to place a samurai,
Yeah.
but I don't have any favours. So that'll be here then.
Yeah. And that's just killed me. I haven't got the money to do it another way.
So I put that there. I do the samurai action. I spend 5 iron. Put another super samurai out. That goes there. I get 3 pearls. And I get to do that. Which for me could be all sorts of stuff. I know what I want to do as my last action. I think. Don't really know. I don't think I need money. I think I've got enough money, or have I? Maybe I don't. Although moving up the Heron track, at the moment I'm in the 3-point section. So I don't see any benefit to moving up there, really. I'll take that. I'll take a favour. And a point. Yay, I've got a point.
Nice.
There you go.
So I can't do anything except for this or this.
Ian said Red should take his 2 money back.
No.
Never mind, sorry, he got 2 money and then had to give it back.
Yeah.
Changing it. Yeah, I think we're all good.
I definitely see going last is a real problem. You've only got the low numbers. I guess.
Although there is the advantage is that you know what's happening on the bridges.
On the bridges, yeah.
And you can manipulate the bridges.
So, do I want white or black on there, or do I want stuff that I can't use? None of them gives me money. I guess I'll just go. Not going to make any difference. There, I guess.
So you get 2 money.
Yeah.
You get a favour.
Yeah.
You get an iron and a pearl.
Yeah.
Right. Final turns of the game.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Deary me. Awful.
I haven't got any favours, so I'm not going to make it any further along here. Now, I know what I want to do.
Yeah.
Can I do it? Can I do it? Let's just see. What I want to do is I want to put a gardener in there.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Someone's saying, Paul, you have to take an action from the white dice. You took the black one.
I did what?
No, I think that's right. You put the black dice over in the bottom
I put the
right.
black dice here.
Yeah.
I placed
samurai.
samurai. Samurai went there, and it got me to do a white die action.
That seems right to me.
And did I choose a black die action? I did. You're right.
Ah.
Thank you.
At that point.
Ah,
I could have traded mine for $1, but it wouldn't have helped me because everything was
I'll just have the 2 resources.
twos.
So I've still got no
And
points.
ones.
Yay! Do I need the 2 resources? I don't need the 2 resources. I will take the 2 money and a lantern action. There you go. So 2 money and a lantern. Which is that? Because the lantern is worth a point. And an iron. And a
Nice.
there. Right, okay. Thank you.
so my last turn of the game.
Your last turn of the game,
Well, let's have him
which is a lantern.
and put him there, spending 2 money
Right, so lantern first.
for a gardener. I can't see a better gardener. So lantern first, which is 2 of those. One of those, which is exactly what I needed. One of those, which doesn't do anything. One of those, and
And then the action, which is either a courtier or a gardener.
gardener. So let's put Gavin in here. Oops, there's
Down
one.
here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cost of 4 food.
4 food.
4.
And then you immediately can spend 3 money.
Yep.
To do this action.
Which is to spend
Which is
2
to
money.
spend 2 money. Although you don't need to because you've got ones in here, but
I think it's getting us an extra victory point at the
oh
end.
yeah, that's true.
And then
Does this? These don't count as in the castle though, do they?
not for samurai scoring, but they do for their get an
They're a
individual
point each,
point.
yeah.
Yeah. So 2 mother of pearl. To move one of. I could move one of those.
You can move that up to there or that up to there. In terms of points, it's exactly the same.
Is it?
Yeah.
So 1 becomes.
One becomes 3, which is a +2, or 3 becomes 6, which is a +3.
But also moving him in becomes a
Becomes an
multiplier for
extra-
these. Yeah.
An extra 1.
An extra
So
one.
it's the same. It's 3 points whichever way you do it.
Okay.
So I don't think it matters. It's whatever. This might be the better one for you to get another 2 points, or in fact, a lantern.
The lantern gets me 2 points and
Yeah,
other
and,
stuff.
and stuff.
Let's do that. Move him in there, yeah. So that flips. And I take a lantern,
Which gets you all of that stuff.
which gets me 2 points,
Nice.
2 money. Chicken.
I could have traded my daimyo seal for $1.
I think that might be me.
Oh right, okay.
I'm not sure.
Right, so my last turn of the game. Now, I don't want to take one of these white dice, because if I do, and Dan takes the other one, then these well, not that these gardeners are actually going to get me anything, but that might. That might. But I wanted to, what was it I wanted to do? I wanted to do a courtier action. So, where are the courtier
And
actions?
if you don't take that die, you'll get a bonus courtier action at the end.
I will. That could be an extra one.
Yeah.
Ooh. Right then. So,
Last round, you don't get bonus action
Oh,
from
that's
gardener.
right. Sorry. Yeah, I did say that in the
we don't get
introduction.
what?
You don't get the
Oh,
gardener.
you did say that.
You don't get the bridge.
In which case, I
gardeners.
need to do a courtier action.
So doing that was a waste of time for me, but never mind. It's worth a lot of victory points.
It's worth 7. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good reason.
So
to
there's
do
a
it.
courtier action here.
Yeah.
Which I can do. Is there a courtier action anywhere else? Yes, but I'd go on there and I'd get all of that. It'd cost me 3 money. But if money's not worth anything at the end, then that is better than that. Because it's a point. So I think that's what I'm doing. I think I'm taking the 3 and I'm putting it on there. So that cost me 3 money. And I am gaining a favour. I'm gaining a point. And then I am spending the favour to do this action. Spend 2 money.
I did. Sorry to interrupt. I did do my courtier action there, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah, that was the last thing you did.
That was right, yeah.
And then I spend 5 pearls. So, and I can't split it. I can't move 1 up. So I'm probably just going to move this up to here.
Okay.
And I'll move it up to there, which takes that. That goes to here. That goes there. I get 2 money, and I do a lantern action, which is 2 points, a coin, a heron, and an iron. Right, and I think that's it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, happy with that. Okay, so 5 daimyo, favours, and money is a point.
Yeah, but we haven't finished yet.
No. Just short.
Did you just take the thing that I was going to do? You might
Possibly.
have. No.
No?
What are these worth at the end? These Daimo favours?
Add them to coins.
And every 5 is a point. So they're a 5th.
So I can pay 1 or I can pay 2 coins. I can pay 1 of them or 2 coins.
Mm.
Is it the same? One
No.
of them is a 5th.
Yeah, and a coin is a 5th.
So it's better to go there.
I mean, if you've got the money,
Yeah.
you could use the 1. Because the 1 gets you a lantern. Yep. The lantern gets you a heron. The heron gets you 3 points.
Oh, yeah. Does it matter that I can't take the food?
No.
Okay. So I'll go on there.
So that goes on there. You spend 2 money.
Yeah.
You then get a lantern.
Yeah.
So you can't get the food, but you can go up there by spending the favour.
Yeah.
And then you get to do this, which is spend another favour to place
Samurai.
Super Samurai.
A big one. Nice.
Which is 3 pearls.
Which I can't take.
Oh, I just remembered.
But
They're
white
worth
action.
points at the end, aren't they?
White action.
Are they?
Yeah. White die action.
White die action is...
That,
Which is...
which is not worth anything. That,
2 victory points. And a
or that. That's so much better.
Yeah,
That's
alright.
really good.
We'll take that one then.
2 points,
2 points.
and a favour,
Favour.
and an iron, and you can't have the belt.
Iron. What are these worth at the end?
see the
Depending on where
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Got you.
wherever you reach with them.
Okay.
Leslie's saying put a gardener down.
Yeah, but the gardeners don't... I've got to pay for the good actions.
Ryan is saying you could give 2 seals for 1 resource to take a point line on the resource board. Wow, yeah. There's a lot of choices.
2 seals to take a point.
Yeah, I think one
Yeah.
of these.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the gardeners, I've had all the food, but the gardeners just get you more stuff, and I don't need the stuff. I need the money.
There's definitely things we could have done, but
actions, yeah.
it is our first game and there's
Yeah, I mean, that's all right
a lot going on.
for free money, but at the start of the game, maybe, if you're getting it, if you're getting the bonus action.
Are we done?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
think we are.
Right.
So it's end of game score.
End of game scoring. Off we go.
Resources. So I've got 5 money and,
Yeah.
and no.
So it's a point.
I think we're supposed to do end of. Yeah, we're in the same order. It does say that we're supposed to check the position, and we are in the same positions. So that's 1 point for me.
Okay.
Has anybody else got
I've
points?
got 1
with-
dime over.
No. If we add your 1 to my 4,
Yeah.
we've got a point between us.
Now look at your resource tracks
Yeah.
and see how many points you get for those. I get 2.
Nothing.
4 for me.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now score for the passage of time. Oh, if only I could have had 3 more favours. That gets me 6.
So you get 6, we get 3.
Great.
Now, score for your clan members. So, people at the gate, I get 2.
2.
Get
You
2.
get 2.
Stewards, who are at the next level,
So green gets 6. Blue gets 3.
diplomats.
I get
who are at
18.
This. Oh wow!
Nice.
But then you 2 get 10.
And then the third floor,
They don't have names.
the daimyo. I'm trying to say it right. That is right, isn't it? Daimyo.
Daimyo. Yeah. So you get 10.
I get 10. My little 40 on
Okay.
it.
So that's that done.
Now, the training yards.
Yeah. So green gets 3.
Yep.
Red gets 5.
You've got another one there. haven't
Yeah,
you,
he's got
Pete?
1, 2, 3.
Oh right.
He's in here. So red gets 5 multiplied by 1.
Yeah.
So you get 5. And I get 4 multiplied by 4. I get
Nice.
16. So 16 on to 28
44.
is 44. Oh, I knew that was where my big score was going to come in.
And then the gardeners.
So green gets 10. Red gets 3.
Oh, there are points at the end as well.
Yeah, I get 8.
I thought they were just stuff.
There's points on them.
And that's it.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
Nice.
So green wins with 56.
Yep.
Blue with 52.
Yeah.
Red with 33.
Oof. Definitely would do things differently.
I
the
definitely
second
do
time.
things differently.
I can see it being quite a quick game if you know. What
I think
you're
it
doing.
is. I think you could probably play this in about. I mean, how long were we? We were an hour and a half.
Yeah.
It was at least 30 minutes each before we started playing.
The only thing that would slow you down though is quite often the person in front
Let's take
taking
your.
your space. You have to then rethink the take. You
Yeah.
can't really plan your move much.
What's the play time on the box?
That happens quite a lot, I think, where you can't really plan your move.
It says 80 minutes.
Oh, the free player.
Yeah, but box times normally lie. This is not a lie. It was about that. It was about that. Anyway, so yeah, we've just played our first game. We're now going to have a bit of a round the table discussion about it.
Yeah.
I really liked it.
Yeah, it's good.
I think the amount of choices and small tactical decisions that you need to make
Yeah.
is quite intense because it's a 9-turn game and it only takes an hour and a quarter,
Yeah.
whatever. So it's quite full on.
If you make one bad turn.
Like I say, if you make one bad turn. I mean, I had a turn where I went here, but that turn I went here got me 5 money, a favour, and a pearl. It's exactly what I needed. So although I wasn't doing anything cool, I needed to do that
Yeah.
in order then to be able to place the die here that got me that thing.
What do you think about randomness? Do you think this is got randomness?
It's got no. I think it's got variability. It's got massive variability in.
Because obviously you're turning the cards over,
Sure.
and if the person before you's done that, you don't know what card you're
No,
going to get.
but there's input randomness
Yeah.
in terms of the person. If you were planning to do this, and then the person before you took that card and put that down, that's the same one. Right, put that one.
Yeah.
Suddenly, you can't do that one anymore. It's a different one. So yes,
And obviously the randomness of how these match up with the dice that have rolled, but
Yeah.
that's all predetermined early on. So
it's more about you're looking at the board and you're trying to make a choice.
yeah,
But you're absolutely right in that a particular card with an action that you wanted to do might disappear before it's your turn.
yeah. But I suppose that's the same as any lot of games, really. isn't it?
Yeah, it's sort of like worker placement, somebody going on your space.
Yeah.
But I liked the overall flow of the game.
Mm.
It felt quite unique
Mm.
for a dice placement game. I liked this bit, and if you take the low value one, it's going to cost you more. But there's the lantern. I loved this bit, building
Yeah,
up the
that's
lantern
cool.
here. That was
Although
quite
this
cool.
was quite underused.
I did it once. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because it felt at the start when we was learning the rules, I thought it was going to be a bit of engine building here, trying to reveal the symbols to get more stuff. But actually,
Did you do it at all, Pete? I don't think you
I
did.
did. I did it.
Oh, you
once.
did?
yeah,
Yeah,
unless you
Right,
go
and I
on
got
there.
a stack of food, which allowed me to place a big fat gardener that got me 7 points.
Right.
Yeah, Unless
think
you
I did the
choose to
top
go
one
on there,
twice.
you're not getting the income. Whereas normally, you see a symbol, you get the symbol, right?
I said there's
That's
only
interesting.
9 turns in the game, and I don't know.
Yeah.
For those people watching, how often in a game do you do one of these 3 actions? Do you do it once? Do you do it twice? Do you do it 3 times? It might be designed that you only really do it
Yeah, they
once or
just
twice
give
because
you
there's
another,
so much other things to do.
another option, perhaps. Yeah.
So my plan from the start was to go heavy on iron, big samurais, and get as many people in.
Yeah.
It got me close, but I was not doing well in the other areas. But I certainly wasn't getting points during the game. That's definitely
People are saying we underused lanterns.
we underused
You seem
lanterns.
to use them.
Pete used them all the time. You must have got 6 or 7 lanterns during
But
the game.
that's the other thing. What I mean about
Because you got
randomness
the
is
cards.
what's on the back of the
Well,
card.
no, you know what's on the card.
And it's always the same.
It's
These are
always a point
always-
for that. It's always a coin for these.
Ah, right.
And your first one is always going to be a heron.
But where have you got that pearl from?
That was
That
the,
was
that
my
was the
setup
starting
card.
card.
Ah, okay.
So you know what you're
Yeah.
putting in there.
See, this
After
is
that,
just-
it's just those
Yeah.
and those.
Okay.
So we all get a
I
heron at the
see.
start.
So you're just building up the. So I was getting food as my thing at the start.
So JF says maximum 1 time towards the end of the game. James says, yeah, the icons on the player board are done only in specific circumstances. Or Lucas says there are games where you can get your workers out quickly. I mean, I tried getting my courtiers out quickly, but even that action at the end is actually not great. It's just loads of food. Well,
Yeah.
but as you say,
But then
It's
the
the
way
food
the
to
way
place
the
the
cards
cards
come out can influence.
yes.
But
the
this what I
abilities
mean
to
at
do
the
that.
end though. You left. This is less valuable because you're not getting the bonus action. You want the food to get these out in the first round because then you're getting this to do
I
this
think ideally, yeah.
twice for free.
Early gardeners are super
Mm.
super good.
So these gardening cards, there are loads of them, and you pick 3 and put them here, and
Right,
loads of them and
okay.
put 3 here. So the ones with this back go in here.
Yeah, because this is quite expensive when you can do it on the board.
Yeah, we got 4, 4, and 5, but it could have been cheap.
Yeah. I mean to suspend. No, sorry. I mean to do this action here.
Ones on this
spend-
side are more expensive.
Spend 3 coins to do that.
Oh, I
And
see
you
what
can
you mean.
do it for free.
Yeah, but it's a bonus, isn't
I
it?
suppose. Yeah, you're getting.
It's an extra action.
Yeah, you're getting to chain
What's
stuff
that?
together.
That is any one of your
Makes
board
a lot of
actions.
sense.
Oh, any one of those. Right. Okay, cool. So there's variability in there. Obviously, there's variability in these cards, but they're going to be changing as the game goes on.
these tiles. Are
These
random
tiles are
setup.
random. So, I mean, that might have been that. And that might have been... Well, that's always a yellow one, but that might have been there.
Yeah.
So
the
that-
blue side and the yellow side.
That's quite different. And then these are sort of randomized a bit. But we had red dice are powerful in this area. Black dice are powerful in this area.
Yeah, nice. You can get a lot
Huge amount of
replayability.
variability in the setup.
Yeah, big time.
But it's all small variability, which adjusts the decisions that you make on a turn by turn basis. So
I think if you're going last, you need to have a better lantern set up here, so you can take the weaker dice. Because I was struggling, I'd say, for the last round to get a high enough value dice.
Mhm.
Whereas it wouldn't have mattered if I was doing the lantern actions because I'd be getting all this stuff. So I'll definitely try that a little bit differently next time.
I want to hear what people's points. So if you're watching this live, let us know what you've scored in the game. Let us know what your good score is. And if you're watching this video back afterwards, yeah, let me know. Is 56 a good score, or should we be looking in the 60s, 70s, 80s?
Well, let's play it again.
Let's
find
play it again.
out.
Is there a solo mode included in this?
Yes.
And
yes.
is it a points?
I
Are
haven't
you trying to
tried
beat
it.
an opponent,
I
or is it?
I haven't
points?
tried it.
I'm just wondering what it says is a good score for the solo game.
Oh,
If it does.
I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't looked at it, but it's
Okay, so Matt's saying 56 is pretty good for a first game, but it wasn't Pete's first game.
no,
It was his fifth
It
game.
was my fifth game.
Well,
So
52, I'm going to guess, is pretty good.
Yes.
And Rainer says it depends on the cards.
Yeah.
Alan says he got 71 in his first game and then 64 in the second, but both of those were 2-player games, which would be different. There would be fewer dice.
Is the castle as big as it?
And is it...
So less spaces.
right. The difference with the two-player game is that you're not allowed to stack.
Right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, makes sense.
And also, there are some of these cards, the ones with diamonds in, I think, get removed.
Okay.
Or is it? Yeah.
All the other way around.
All the way around.
Yeah.
I really
There are-
enjoyed it. It's really good.
It is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just picking up the strategy
And
now.
from a point of physical components, Devere do fantastic production quality.
Yeah.
We still don't know how Devere managed to do this good a production quality at the price they do. Now, Matt is in the chat, and Matt will know the answer to this. But you first played this here a few weeks ago, and then found it online for £25.
£23.50.
£23.50. Now, that's not the
brilliant.
RRP,
It was reduced
but
because it was
still,
pre-order.
Brilliant.
a lot of games
Yeah.
coming out now are at the 60, 70 euro mark,
Yeah.
and it is a small box.
I could.
But for £23.50,
Yeah. Brilliant.
I mean, these you might not be able to see them, but these are solid.
Really.
You know,
good.
really solid. So yeah, Devere do very good component quality. They have done for years, and how they are able to do it at such a low price compared to a lot of other
Yeah.
board game publishers,
Hacked the Matrix or something, I think, because that seems insane. That's
it,
really
it,
good.
it seems a very, very good
Yeah.
price.
And it's such a small, compact box, and yet the components don't feel as though they are cramped.
No,
No.
It feels like a full-size board.
I mean, a lot of other people have said that this is a solid medium weight Euro game in a small. The fact that it's in a small box,
How big is
Yeah.
the box?
It's tiny. It's
is-
tiny.
Oh, that's small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a big game for a small box.
Yeah.
But yeah,
My hand for comparison.
go. It's the same size as Red Cathedral, and Red Cathedral is probably a little lighter than this, I think.
They managed that because they've got the board folds down quite small, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah,
which is
so it all fits in there, and yeah. Has Matt given us an answer? What can I say? Our publishing department is quite good. Yes.
very good.
Can I just ask, Matt? Is it actually a kind of philosophy of the publisher to try to produce as much game as you can for the smallest price and the smallest size of box? It almost felt like they're trying to make a point because everybody
know.
else is producing games that are in boxes the size of your house.
I mean, to be fair, they did Lacrimosa as well,
Yeah,
which was in a bigger box, and I don't know
Yeah.
what the price of Lacrimosa was, but it wasn't £23.50.
I know that we've been looking into this for my own work, and the general advice we've been given is that you want as small a box as possible because of the cost of shipping. If you can fit more in a case
Yeah.
or more in a container, the cost of shipping is dramatically
Yeah.
reduced. So I think there's been a bit of a trend, certainly around COVID and after COVID, to get things into a smaller box, less void in the
Right.
box, because the shipping went through the roof. It
Yeah.
might be evening out a bit more now, but certainly that's what I've been told.
I mean, there are also standard box sizes. You know, this is the same box size as Red Cathedral. But
okay.
you're right, the designers have designed the game. What happens if it didn't quite fit in that box? It would have to go into a bigger box, at which point you can't put this game in a bigger box because there'd be loads of empty space. So you'd
Yeah.
have to do a bigger board, or you'd have to. I don't know. It's an interesting.
There isn't even a cubic millimeter of spare space. In
Yeah,
that
we've had to take out all of the other language rule books that come with the game.
Yeah.
Because they didn't fit in there.
But then it's got three-dimensional models.
Exactly. Exactly.
Did you put them together, did you?
Yeah, they
punchboard.
So
take about 5 minutes.
it gets a thumbs up from us.
Yeah.
It's too early to say if this is in my top 10 games of the year. But from one play, I enjoyed it, and I would definitely want to play this again. And in fact, if we've got time to play this again before tonight, then I would definitely be happy to play this again. But there's two people downstairs playing Spirit Island. We might need to go and join them. But yeah, very happy to play this again. I will check out the solo mode as well. And yeah, thumbs up from all of us so far for what it is. €50 for Lacrimosa, €30 for White Castle. So, but again, €50 for Lacrimosa is a good price.
I mean, Lacrimosa is stunning. The production quality
Is very good.
Amazing.
Anyway, we are all done. Thank you very much to everybody who's watching live. Thanks very much for picking up on the little mistakes that we made, and we fixed them along the way. Hello to everybody who's watching this back afterwards. And as I mentioned at the start, this is not a sponsored video. I've basically taken today off work to bring you this video, and I'm doing another one tonight. So a big thank you to all of my patron supporters for funding the channel. And if you want to support the channel, you can do so at patreon.com/gaming rules. Tonight at 8 o'clock UK time, we are going to be doing the same thing as we've done today, but for Kutna Horror. Except I'll be doing the teach for that, and I haven't actually played the game yet. So watch out for that. That's happening tonight at 8 o'clock. And I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway as well. I'm giving away a copy of the game. So if you're interested in winning a copy of Kutnahora, watch tonight's video. Again, you can watch it back afterwards if you want to, but that will be happening tonight. So yeah, thank you to you two for this afternoon,
Thank you.
and we'll see you all next time. Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.